The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers reveal that Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, will feel trapped after Matt Clark aka Mitch Bacal, Roger Howarth, retaliates. These exes will get stuck in a horrible situation, so let's talk about all the trouble that's still to come. At this point, Nick and Sharon are being forced to play Matt's game, which may run deeper than they previously thought. Sharon doesn't trust Detective Burrow, Matt Cohen, who may be truly dirty instead of just pretending to be dirty like he claims. There's no guarantee that Detective Annie Stewart, Catherine Kresge, can be trusted either, so that's worth keeping in mind. Sharon and Nick are hoping to rescue Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, from captivity with Sienna Bacal, Tamara Braun, but what if Matt is really luring them into a trap of their own? Matt could just as easily turn Nick and Sharon into his hostages next. Sharon already offered to trade places with Noah, but Matt turned her down. Perhaps Matt wanted to let his manipulation play out first and gain the upper hand on the whole motley crew. Since Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, will get an SOS from Los Angeles soon, that may involve some disturbing updates from Nick. Victor may sense that Nick is in over his head with Matt since he'll fly to LA immediately and get tangled up in this crisis. Meanwhile, Y&R spoilers say Nick and Sharon will get boxed in somehow. There'll be some situation where Sharon and Nick are cornered, so they could potentially get stuck behind a locked door somewhere as well. During the week of December 1st to 5th, Matt will hold Noah's feet to the fire and try to force him to follow orders. Perhaps Matt will threaten to wipe Sharon and Nick off the map unless Noah finally takes responsibility for his affair with Sienna. Noah was still denying it the last time he spoke with Matt, but Matt may once again push him to be a man and admit what is done. Just when Noah thinks he's escaped one crisis, he may face another one if Sharon and Nick get trapped trying to save him. Noah may confess to his role in helping Sienna cheat on Mitch and worry about Matt's next move. Thankfully, the Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor will carry out a bold strategy against Matt once he makes it to LA. That could lead to life-saving news for Sharon and Nick, but Matt is a slippery character who'll have more tricks up his sleeve. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers hint that Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, may save Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, after Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, targets the Newmans. Will Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, finally drop his feud with Jack following a daring rescue? Jack already saved alcoholic Nikki from the awful road she was headed down, but Victor obviously didn't approve of his methods. To shock Nikki into realizing she needed to make a change, Jack intentionally relapsed on pills and went off the rails in front of her. Although Jack's plan worked and got Nikki into rehab, Victor has been blaming Jack for endangering his wife ever since. It's only adding fuel to the feud that Victor's had with Jack for decades. Now Victor's plotting to use the stolen AI program against Jack and hand over Jabot to Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, in the end. Jack is doing his best to prepare for the storm that's coming, but there's only so much he can do. What Jack really needs is a way to change Victor's mind about getting revenge. If Jack can do something to shift Victor's opinion of him, that could ease the tension and pump the brakes on his payback scheme. Y&R might be setting up a heroic rescue if Jack saves Nikki from a villain who's about to target the Newman clan. Of course, we're talking about Matt, who's going to make his way to Genoa City once the Los Angeles drama is over. The Young and the Restless spoilers confirm that Matt will go after the whole Newman family once his GC return happens. That includes Nikki, so she's probably going to need a hero sooner or later. Victor might save Nikki himself, but the better story option here would be for Jack to do it instead. There might even be some scenario where Victor and Jack work together on this, but Jack needs to take the lead and save the day. That way, Jack can get a bit of redemption in Victor's eyes. Victor might finally stop complaining about Jack putting Nikki at risk if he's the reason she doesn't perish at Matt's hands. Would you like to see Jack come to Nikki's rescue once Matt comes to Genoa City? Would that be enough to make Victor call off his vengeful plot against Jack? Victor may ultimately make some updates to his plans if Jack comes through with life-saving Nikki news, so stay tuned. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, recap for Wednesday, November 26th, reveals that Claire Newman, Haley Erin, will kiss Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, while Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, force Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, to choose. At the Abbott house, Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell, will continue begging Claire to stay, but they'll be interrupted when Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, brings Ashley Abbott, Eileen Davidson, home from the airport. Ashley will assure her loved ones that her therapy in Paris is going well and that she's back to working full-time. Harrison will successfully convince Claire to stick around for the gratitude portion of the evening, so she'll join the Abbotts as they all sit around the table and share what they're thankful for this year. There'll be some close moments between Claire and Kyle as he shows her to the door later. Claire will kiss Kyle and wish him a happy Thanksgiving before she goes. At the Newman Ranch, Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, will bring Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, her favorite tea and hand Victor Newman, Eric Braden, a bottle of tequila as a peace offering. Victor will have a private conversation with Nate and thank him for supporting Victoria along with Claire in their time of grief. Abby Newman, Melissa Ordway, and Devon Winters, Brighton James, will also attend the Newman gathering before they make their way to Society with Nate for another one with Lily and Amy Lewis, Valerie Pettiford. Before Lily and Amy attend Thanksgiving dinner, they'll help Esther Valentine, Kate Linder, prepare meals for those in need as Crimson Lights continues the tradition. Kane will arrive and insist he wants to help, so Lily will help him put an apron on. Just when it seems like things are thawing a bit between Lily and Kane, Phyllis will walk in and announce she wants to volunteer as well. Lily will seem disgusted over Phyllis' arrival and will decide to take a break. Kane will wind up grilling Phyllis about this venture she's magically invented, but she'll insist it's legit and has been in the works for a while. After Lily returns and watches Kane interact with Phyllis, she'll argue that he shouldn't be surprised by Phyllis' behavior. Lily will point to Phyllis as the reason no one believes Kane's turnaround and will urge him to pick a side. Once Lily storms out, it won't be long until Phyllis follows. Kane will chase Phyllis down at the GCAC, where Phyllis will rant about him just standing where while Lily preached and scolded him. Phyllis will act like Kane deserves better than that and will agree with Lily about there no being room for the both of them in his life, so she'll think Kane needs to choose. While Phyllis stomps upstairs and leaves Kane looking pensive, Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, will express more concerns about Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, and Nick Newman.